Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Grace Baptist. If you're not familiar with being here, my name is Ryan Fogelsong, the pastor of corporate worship, and this is our spring concert, Echoes. It's taken on a couple different forms over the past couple of years, but it gives us an opportunity to play a couple of our favorite songs from the past season, try out some new ones, and in the past couple of years, we've involved our youth choir as well. So we're calling this Echoes Generations, and this year is the first time that we're adding our third youth choir, our 7th through 12th graders. So we're excited to have them. For how many of you is this your first Echoes concert ever? Great, can we give them a round of applause? Thank you so much for coming. So you're going to hear from the choir, the orchestra, our youth choirs, but a little bit later we're going to have a bit of a hymn sing too, which is always a favorite. It's my counterpart, Peter Beers.
Greetings. I've had the opportunity to be here for more than a generation, actually, and it's exciting for me not only to see you here, but to see so many of you who are tied to one of these little ones up here. How many of you sang in a children's choir when you were a kid? Okay. I think there's a definite connection that can be made from what God has done in your life, not only to build into you a sense of music, and how music not only lets you feel, but sometimes, as Ryan has said, it lets you feel the truth that we get to sing, which is really wonderful, because I know even some of the people that are in our adult choir started out in our children's choirs here. I've watched them grow, as a matter of fact. So it's been very fun, and I welcome you. I'm so grateful that you're here. You know, we don't have an encore planned. So because of that, I wanted to have you thank, first of all, our orchestra conductor, Taylor Arnone. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Taylor's wife Tiffany just had a baby. They're probably feeding backstage, so that's kind of it's a family thing. You know what I'm saying? I also am privileged to work with somebody as talented as Ryan Fogelsong right here. And I have been very privileged for 29 years to work with a lady who's sitting behind the piano, Joni Fry, who was our church evangelist. You can tell we didn't rehearse these introductions. They have no idea. And just in case you're wondering, Kayla Grill is our administrative assistant in the worship department, and she also directs one of our children's choirs. You can thank her for being here. See, now we don't even have to do an encore. We can just all go home when the time comes. We are so grateful that we can sing some wonderful, wonderful songs together, and we're going to be featuring both groups, all three.
K through 2nd grade choir, the 3rd through 6th grade choir, and the new one this year, the 7th through 12th grade choir.
Jericho, Jericho,
Across the Land by Keith and Kristen Getty. We're very excited to sing this song. We've been working on this song since September, so it's very, very special to us. Please enjoy K through second graders, Across the Land.
We will now have the 3rd through 6th graders stand up. And we're going to be singing On That Day.
One, two, three.
Risen from the dead.
to take you back to December. Over Christmas time, we had Christmas concerts here, and the 7th through 12th grade choir, Rise, we were in the lobby caroling on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And one of our favorites that we love so much and we sing every rehearsal is Carol of the Bells. And that's what you're about to hear right now.
Nothing like some Christmas in March, am I right? Hey, can we love on our directors and our students one more time? I'm sorry, Tiffany and Caleb have been such a gift to our department. And not only are they teaching our kids the skill of singing together, which is something within itself, but they're teaching them how to be worshipers first. And so I so appreciate that about our church and these two women. So thankful. Now, we're going to watch a couple highlights from this year as our kids come off stage, our adults come on stage. So let's watch the slideshow.
And as time slowly passes, I was definitely remiss in missing Mrs. Tiffany Arnone, otherwise known as Taylor's wife. Actually, he's known as Tiffany's husband. Tiffany, would you just stand up just because we enjoy working with you as part of our team here. And I've had the privilege of listening to her play her flute in orchestra for many years as well. Just a beautiful, beautiful soul and beautiful music that comes out of that soul. What you'll notice too is that adults don't move any faster than kids.
All right, we're going to give you a chance to sing with us. So I want you to stand up, stretch your legs a little bit. This is one of my favorite hymns, "O God, our help in ages past." Here we go, let's try it. Oh God.
There was always a word at the very end that everybody sang. Go. Oh, you were ready. You were ready. Go ahead and have a seat. Thank you for that. We, even a cursory reading of the Psalms would make it very obvious that God has called us to sing. His people sing. And it's one of the marks of the Christian church, really, in the sense that you can't find a lot of people singing anymore unless you go to church. And so our heart is to do that. And God doesn't ask us to do anything that He doesn't do. If you read Zephaniah, you'll find out that God rejoices over us with singing. Imagine God singing. Now there would be a voice. But He would love to sing with us. And He does every time you open your heart. These two numbers that the choir is going to sing for you. The first one is really an invitation. It's an old hymn called "Come Christians Join to Sing." You probably know it. Put a little different spin on it. It's a little bit more Appalachian sounding because we get to feature a couple of violinists as well as a four-handed piano piece over there. I already introduced to you Joni Fry. But sitting next to her is Barbara Beckwith. Would you please welcome her as well? Some of you may know her husband Jeff, who was on, staff here for, 89 years or something like that. I think he's out there somewhere, but he's probably hiding. I don't know. Anyway, Come Christians Join to Sing. And then the next one, The Reason, is going to explain why we sing. The first song will be introduced by our soloist, Jordan Clark. The second song will have a soloist by the name of James Phillips. There'll be a test when we're done.
Come, Christians, join to sing, Hallelujah, Amen. Loud praise to Christ our King, Hallelujah.
orchestras and choirs and bands and youth choirs and all those different colors to communicate to us that there's not one style that can fully encompass all that God is, or all that He means to us. And so it can be big and brash and triumphant, or it can be as simple as a guitar solo. So next we have Tavi Gennaro. He's doing a piece called Rumores de la Clarita. And if you get to know Tavi, he's an amazing instrumentalist, but more than that, he's an amazing friend that just has a heart for hospitality and for the church. So get to know him and get to know this next song.
It's my privilege to lead this orchestra. We come together every Thursday and we have rehearsals, and then we're here on the platform about 1 to 2 Sundays a month and special concerts like this. But this group is interesting because it's made up of a wide variety of people with different backgrounds and skill levels and things like that. We've got professionals, semi-professionals, teachers, engineers, students, and everything in between as a part of this wonderful group behind me. And it's really nice for us all to come together because there's two things that really do bind us and give us unity, and that is our love for music and our love for the Lord. One of the things, actually, just out of curiosity, if you've been in the group for over 10 years, could you raise your hand? 15 years? 16? 18? Over 20? Shout out, because I keep going. Charlie, how long? How many years?
More than 30.
Over 30? Anybody beat that? Daryl? How long?
At least 45.
Wow. One of the other things, great things about this church, whether it's the orchestra, the band, or the choir, is that we still place a lot of importance on this book in front of me in the collection of hymns that have been with us for sort of decades long, and others longer than that. One other thing that I wanted to mention real quick, because I know that I'm coming to an end of my allotted time, is on Thursday's rehearsal, we were all sitting here, and my wife and I had our baby here, and I was sitting up at the front watching Peter conduct, and I realized that little baby Casey was enamored with Peter's conducting. And it took me back to not that long ago when I was sitting right over there in that pew, and I came to one of my first Christmas concerts that I can remember, and it was watching Peter conduct the choir and the orchestra that made me want to do what I want to do. So that was a really nice full circle thing, Peter. That's enough, I only have so many minutes. One of the great things about hymns, and I could do this forever, but the songs of the church can help us in so many different ways. The lyrics that we sing and the music that's put to that have been very thoughtful in their putting together. And if you go look at the history of some of these great songs, like Amazing Grace, It Is Well With My Soul, and how those came to be and what happened in the lives of the men that wrote that. And even something like the hymn, My Jesus, I Love Thee, which I can't read for you now, but if you did, you'd be amazed to know that that was written by a child, 12 to 16 years old. He wrote those wonderful words. And these songs help us to reflect and help us to worship in times of joy and sadness and hope and struggles and in praise to the Lord. I don't have time for that. So the next one that we're going to do is Holy, Holy, Holy. There's going to be no choir behind it. It's just going to be the orchestra. Many of you know the lyrics to that hymn. It's been around a very long time. And one of the things that I would encourage you to do is reflect on those as we play. One of the struggles that we can have with some of these older songs is they become mundane. And you said, you go, holy, holy, holy. I've sung this 1,000 times. But for this, it's a little bit of a different setting. It's a little more joyous in the beginning. It's contemplative in the middle. So take the time as we play to just reflect on those lyrics, and I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, for our first encore, it's your turn. You know, in any church, the most important choir is the one that's sitting in these seats. We are here to minister to you and with you, but what we want to never do is take the place of us. Does that make sense? God has made us a people, and in grace He's made us a family. Call it a family. But our hope is that you would never think you come here to watch as much as your heart gets drawn to the fairest Lord Jesus, and that in that you respond to Him. There is no assurance like the one you have when you have given your life away to the one who gave His life away for you. It's that simple. When God calls and we answer in submission, in confession, and yet with praise that what He has done through Jesus Christ on the cross is the most blessed assurance you can have that one day you will walk together with all who call Jesus their Savior into a heaven that will never end. That is a blessed assurance. Whether we see Him, because right now we don't even see Him. In fact, 1 Corinthians says in some ways we only see dimly, but then we're going to see Him face to face. We will see clearly. The hymn, Blessed Assurance, was written by a blind woman, but she could see clearly what the truth was in Jesus Christ. So would you stand together with us? And let's honor the Lord as His people. And if you believe you're the choir, let's sing as us together. Ready? Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, the foretaste of glory divine. Heir of salvation, precious of God, born of the Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior. heard this, the hymn, Soon and Very Soon. Okay, good. Now, the thing here, stylistically, is you can't just do the Baptist thing of standing here when you sing this song. I'm not going to tell you which way to go, but you got to go somewhere when you sing this song. Okay? And if the person isn't moving next to you, make sure they do. There we go.
Let's clap on to the floor, okay? 2, 3, and
Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. No more riding there, we are going to see the King. No more riding there, we are going to see the King. No more riding there, we are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. No more riding there, we are going to see the King. No more riding there, we are going to see the King. No more riding there, we are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. Hallelujah,
Wasn't that fun? Good. Hey, just want to say thank you so much for making the time of coming out today. I want to invite our choir directors forward. So Tiff, Kayla, if you're here. There's Kayla. Can we give Taylor, Tiff, Peter, swimmer around? It is such a privilege to be a part of this church, to be a part of this church family. And thank you for coming out for events like this. The next concert that we will have will be on April 1st. We're going to have the Gettys come out, so make sure it's on your calendar, and we hope to see you there. All right? Grace to you.